at the Tabard Theatre in Chiswick for a sneak preview of The Little Match Girl, which is on from the 7th of December to the 31st. We'll be talking to a couple of the actors that are in the cast and also interviewing Keith Strachen, who composed the original music and is also directing the show. Let's see how they're getting on.
Picture of our poor mother before she died.
She looks perfectly healthy to me, considering her kind. Come along, my dear. Disgusting.
I wanted to talk about how around Christmas time there's a lot of upbeat, jovial shows on, like the pantomime. How do you feel this dark fairy tale adaptation is going to be received?
Well, we never know. It's always been received well in the past, and I mean the difficulty with the show is that it's always in competition with pantomimes, of course, and that's the staple diet of theatre entertainment at Christmas. It's flipping the coin, really. It's showing the other side of Christmas, and it's a sad story in many ways, but it's redemptive. You know, it's redemptive. So it's a good story for Christmas, I think.
It's got obviously Mistletoe and Wine, which Keith wrote, and that's one of the main Christmas songs that everyone loves to sing. At the end, you see the importance of homelessness and helping out people on the streets, and it turns into a very current affair which people should be aware of, and I think it's that spirit of Christmas that we're talking about here. Instead of pantomime that's everyone jolly and happy all the time, which is brilliant, but at the same time this is an eye-opener to what actually is going on underneath all the happy Christmas side of things.
So how are you finding the lead role going, playing the Little Match Girl?
I quite enjoy it because she is obviously when you hear the story it is very, very sad, but the character is very resilient, and a lot of the time through the story you think she'll break down and she just keeps going on. She's a very strong person.
The Little Match Girl has a dad called Jeb, and I'm playing Jeb's girlfriend. So her mum passed away during birth with the Little Match Girl, so it's already starting off quite dark. And Josie, she lives in the house with Jeb, and the Little Match Girl isn't allowed home until she sells all the matches. And to be honest, she's not allowed in the house ever, and she has a feeling it's me. And obviously I'm in her space quite a lot, and she thinks like I'm taking her dad away from her. But in the end, it's her dad that's a really nasty man, and I'm quite protective of her.
I'm playing Charlotte. I'm also an urchin and a tart. Yeah.
It sounds like you've had so much fun doing this show. I mean, how is the rehearsal process going?
It's been a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, a lot of singing, a lot of harmonies, quite a bit of movement, and making sure we differentiate between our different roles consistently, and really finding the characters so that they come off the page and they live. That's the key thing. We're always seen together, trying hats on, buying shoes. She is Maud and I am Winifred. How do you do? We're on our way to church. Yes, we're on our way to church. We've important things to do. We've important things to do.
And so this theatre in particular, the Tabard, is quite a small, intimate theatre, isn't it? How do you find that as an actor? Is that a bit of a challenge, or is that quite a wonderful space to use?
I mean, it's very intimate, which is really, really lovely. I think that's quite nice because you can almost get like a bit more of a connection like with the audience and with your actors.
You can be very natural and the audience will be able to see what you're thinking. And there's a lot of like sort of audience interaction during the show as well, so which you wouldn't be able to do in a much bigger stage.
The original theatre where this was done was a similar room, as a room above a pub. And I love working in spaces like that. I mean, I've worked on big stages, and you know, I've directed big shows in big theatres, but there's something very special about the intimate atmosphere of a theatre like the Tabard. I mean, it's a lovely place to work. Go from indeed.
Indeed.
And how is it working with Keith, who obviously wrote the music for this?
He's brilliant. He just knows his vision and he just tells you exactly what he wants. So it's been quite quick. We'll just do a scene, and it's the same with the music. He'll give you a note and it all just makes so much more sense. He knows every character inside and out.
And you wrote the music for this, didn't you?
I did, a long time ago, when I was a mere lad. Well, I was about 30 at the time. It was written in 1975. And we did it originally at the Orange Tree Theatre in Richmond. There was a song in it that became very famous. And at the time, I kind of felt that this was could be a successful song, but it took years before it was.
And when does the show start?
Well, the first performance is on the 7th of December, and then there's a press night on the 8th, and then it runs to the end of December, which is the 31st of December, with lots of matinees in between. So there's bound to be a time when you can catch it.
I'm sure we will. Thank you.